AgroComics, come and see. Fun and farming just for me. Seeds and smiles in every tale. Farmer Kate and friends set sail. Loamy building all the way. Counting money, harvesting fun.
It was a bright Saturday morning on Farmer Kate's farm in Nigeria, and two best friends, Momo and Lolo, had come to visit. Lolo wore his favorite green cap, and Momo carried her pink backpack full of snacks. The children greeted Farmer Kate with enthusiastic shouts of "Good morning!" Farmer Kate smiled warmly, wiping soil from her hands, and asked if they were ready for an adventure. Their excited response confirmed they were eager to begin. Farmer Kate knelt down to their level and announced that they would be going on a special journey to meet the different types of soil and discover their magical secrets. When Lolo asked if he meant dirt, Farmer Kate chuckled and explained that soil was so much more than dirt. She described it as a treasure chest that holds everything plants need to grow, and invited them to come see for themselves. Farmer Kate led them to a sandy patch near the edge of the farm. She picked up a handful and let it slip through her fingers like water, introducing it as sandy soil. It felt rough and grainy, like the sand at the beach. Lolo observed how loose it was, watching it fall through his fingers. Farmer Kate confirmed his observation, explaining that sandy soil has big spaces between its particles, which causes water to run through it very quickly, like water through a strainer. This is why it doesn't hold water very well. Momo wondered sadly if nothing could grow in such soil. Farmer Kate quickly reassured her that many things could grow there. She mentioned that cassava plants and groundnuts, explaining that they love sandy soil. She added that coconut trees, watermelons, and even carrots can grow wonderfully in sandy conditions. Momo asked where they could find sandy soil in Nigeria. Farmer Kate praised her question and explained that sandy soil can be found in places like Lagos, parts of Ogun State, and along Nigeria's beautiful coastlines, where the soil looks golden brown, just like the sample they were examining. Next, Farmer Kate took them to a different section where the soil looked darker and felt sticky. She invited them to touch this new type of soil. When Momo picked some up, she immediately noticed how sticky it was, comparing it to Play-Doh. Farmer Kate identified it as clay soil and explained that the particles in clay soil are very, very tiny and packed closely together. When it rains, water sits on top for a long time because it can't drain away easily. Momo squeezed the clay and shaped it into a little ball, exclaiming with delight that it stayed together. Farmer Kate confirmed that clay soil holds its shape and holds water and nutrients very well. However, she also noted that it can become too hard when dry and too muddy when wet. Lolo asked what could grow in clay soil. Farmer Kate pointed around and explained that rice loves clay soil because it likes wet conditions. She also mentioned that mango trees, guava, okra, and vegetables like lettuce grow well in clay soil. In Nigeria, she continued, clay soil can be found in the Niger Delta areas, parts of Cross River State and Benue State, where farmers grow lots of rice. Finally, Farmer Kate brought them to her vegetable garden. The soil here looked dark and rich. She proudly introduced it as loamy soil and described it as the best type of soil for most crops. When she asked the children if they knew why, they both shook their heads. Farmer Kate explained that loamy soil is like the perfect mix, containing sand, silt, and clay all together. She encouraged them to feel it. Momo and Lolo touched the soil. It felt soft but not too sticky, crumbly but not too loose. Lolo declared it was just right, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Farmer Kate laughed in agreement, explaining that loamy soil holds the right amount of water, has good drainage, and is full of nutrients. She compared it to a 5-star hotel for plants. Momo, looking at the healthy plants all around, asked what grows in loamy soil. Farmer Kate responded enthusiastically that almost everything grows there: tomatoes, maize, yams, beans, vegetables, and fruits. She explained that this is why farmers love loamy soil. In Nigeria, she added, it can be found in places like Oyo State, parts of Kaduna State, and the Jos Plateau. As they walked back to the farmhouse, Farmer Kate taught them a song about the different soil types.
Sandy soil, loose and free. Cassava and groundnuts grow happily. Clay soil, sticky and tight. Rice and mangoes grow just right. Loamy soil, the very best. All the crops can grow and rest.
Back at the farmhouse, over cold Zobo drinks and plantain chips, Farmer Kate shared one more secret. She asked the children if they knew what makes all these soils special. When they asked what it was, she revealed an amazing fact. Tiny organisms, millions and millions of them, live in the soil, including bacteria, fungi, earthworms, and insects. They break down dead plants and animals and turn them into nutrients that feed the soil. Farmer Kate described them as tiny farmers working underground. Momo's eyes grew wide as she asked if soil was alive. Farmer Kate confirmed that, in a way, it was. Healthy soil is full of life, and she emphasized that people must take care of it by not using too many chemicals, by planting different crops, and by adding compost. When Lolo asked what compost was, Farmer Kate explained that it's food for the soil. It can be made from food scraps, leaves, and plant waste, and it makes the soil richer and healthier. As the sun began to set, painting the sky orange and purple, Momo and Lolo waved goodbye to Farmer Kate, thanking her for teaching them about soil. And from that day on, whenever they saw soil, they didn't just see brown dirt. They saw a magical world full of life, nutrients, and endless possibilities. Soil is not just dirt. It's the foundation of all life on farms and in forests. Sandy soil is loose and drains fast, perfect for cassava, groundnut, and coconut. Clay soil is sticky and holds water, ideal for rice, mango, and okra. Loamy soil is a perfect mix for most crops, like tomatoes, maize, and yams. Soil is alive with tiny helpers that make it healthy. Different parts of Nigeria have different soil types that support different crops. Good farmers know their soil, and great farmers care for it. This is AgroComics, where we plant knowledge and harvest fun.
AgroComics, planting knowledge.